Hey everybody, welcome to Heartbeat. And today we have something really cool for you. The top 5 80s bands.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Hey everybody, I'm Karley, this is Brendan, that's Toby. We're at Heartbreaker Guitars for another episode of Heartbeat. And today we've got top 5 80s bands. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Karley,
you go first.
I gotta tell you, I'm
Okay.
super stoked about this because I am an 80s child.
Okay.
I was in high school during the 80s and
Perfect.
believe me, I got my opinions here. So my number 5 for top 80s bands, the Cars.
Okay. All right.
The Cars combined new wave and rock and put a poppy spin on it, and they just had so many great songs, you know, great rock songs with kind of a new wave flair to them.
Yeah.
And I mean, hits galore. Just tons of hits, tons of great guitar playing. Rick Ocasek, killer vocals, killer songwriter. I'm picking the Cars.
Okay. Sounds good. My number 5, I'm gonna go ACDC.
Ooh,
All right.
can't fault you on that one.
Yeah, so I was not alive for all of the 80s, so my exposure to 80s music was a little limited, but that doesn't mean that I didn't listen to 80s music later. So I think
Well, you still hear it everywhere.
We still hear it everywhere, and
Yeah.
ACDC, still everywhere, still on the radio now.
Yeah, good choice, ACDC, I like that. Okay, my number 4, Karley,
Give it to me.
Bryan Adams.
Okay.
I love
All
Bryan
right.
Adams. Bryan Adams had hit after hit after hit. Keith Scott, killer guitar player. I mean, countless hits, amazing rock songs, great, very unique voice, not the whole scratchy voice thing going on. And I'm a huge fan. So for me, number 4, Bryan Adams.
I love it. All right. So my number 4, I'm gonna go with U2.
One of my next ones is U2.
Oh, no!
I totally agree with you 100%. U2's amazing, and I think one of the defining bands of the 80s.
Yeah, I
What,
do.
what did you pick them?
I picked him because when I was little, and I don't know exactly when this album came out, and this album may have come out towards the 90s, but Octoon Baby was my
amazing album.
favorite U2 album. And then once I heard that, then I started going back and listening to earlier U2. So it's just a fun beginning into my music appreciation when I was a little girl.
Yeah. Octoon Baby, I believe, came out right at the beginning of the 90s, but
Yeah.
amazing album and such a huge departure from the Joshua Tree.
Oh, totally.
U2, I'm going to jump ahead,
Go,
was
do it.
my number 3. So I'm in total agreement with you there. Like I said, defining band of the 80s.
Yeah.
And if I could just say one more thing, one thing I love about U2, their albums are good, but I don't think they show the talent of the band. I think they're a live band.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the Joshua Tree is, in my opinion, a slightly overproduced album. Great album, but when you hear them perform those songs live, there's nothing like it. They're a live band.
Yeah.
Great 80s band. That's my number 3.
My number 3 is Heart.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good choice.
So this was another one that I listened to when I was very little, really not even knowing it was an 80s band just because it was on in my house. But I love Heart. I love the songs. I love the feeling that you get. I love the lyrics. It's still just kind of, when you hear that build, you're just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, those rock ballads are just
So
classics.
good.
Yeah.
And you see the music video and their hair is all crazy, but they're just like killing it. So I love it. Heart.
Excellent choice.
Thanks. All right, that's my number 3. You're on to number 2, Brendan. What do you got?
All right, Karley, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble for this one. I know. My hair metal roots will come back to haunt me.
Your roots are showing.
Okay. Cinderella. Now calm down. Cinderella. Cinderella
Yeah, I don't
is
know.
one of the best, not only hair metal bands of the 80s, but they're one of the best bands of the 80s.
Okay.
I mean, the rock and roll of Tom Kiefer, the guy is an amazing songwriter. The band was awesome. Bon Jovi actually discovered this band. And when he did, he took them on tour, he took them under their wing, and they became a big band of the
that's
80s.
cool.
And I mean, just great songs, Gypsy Road, Shake Me, Push Push. I mean, the list goes on. They got so many killer hits.
Oh, okay.
And
I think I know who you're talking about now.
I just love them. The first time I heard them, I thought I was listening to ACDC. I heard the song
Okay.
Shake Me,
Okay.
and which sounds a lot like an ACDC song. And ever since I heard that song, I was hooked. So
there you go.
For me, number 2, Cinderella. Okay, so Karley, we're on to number 2 already. So go ahead, let's hear what you got for number 2.
My number 2, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite bands of all time, not just the 80s. I'm gonna go with Journey.
Oh, great choice.
Yes. So one of the reasons I chose Journey, it's just the hits. And everybody knows at least one Journey song. I defy anyone to say like they haven't been out at a bar or a restaurant or like another concert or a wedding, karaoke,
bar.
And not had a Journey song come on and everybody stops what they're doing and sings along. You know what I mean?
Does anybody have a voice like Steve Perry?
No.
I mean, the guy's...
Well, I mean, the Filipino guy they have.
He's pretty amazing. What's his name?
He's pretty amazing. I don't remember.
Arnell?
We're gonna have to find the name. We'll put the name down.
Yeah, or if you know the name, tell us the name.
That's
Arnell.
about as close as it maybe could get.
Yeah.
To the original.
And the guitar playing of Neil Schon, I mean,
yeah.
Great
And
choice.
I have seen the new Journey live as well, and they were absolutely incredible. And very similar to Queen with Adam Lambert, where it wasn't like they're trying to pretend to be old Journey. They were paying tribute to the band that they've been. So I really liked that.
Yeah, excellent choice.
Thanks.
Okay, we're on to the number 1.
Number 1. Are you ready for my number 1?
Give it to me.
Guns N' Roses.
Oh, no brainer.
No brainer, right? Guns N' Roses, just the longevity of them as a band, touring together. I mean, just the guitar playing alone, like
Slash
is the man. Mm-hmm. That same hat this whole time, how does he do it?
His signature look.
The hat, but yeah, I love it. I also got to go and see them a couple years ago here in Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. And I guess I went through a phase of just going to see hair metal bands here in Vegas. But I just fell in love with it, and I wasn't a huge fan before that, but man, they sold me.
Good choice, Guns N' Roses. Who doesn't love Guns N' Roses?
No.
Okay, can I give you my number 1?
Please.
All right. If I thought I was gonna get in trouble with Cinderella, I'm definitely gonna get in trouble with my number 1. It's Motley Crue.
Oh.
Okay, come on. Yeah, hair metal, fine. But the songwriting team behind Motley Crue, I mean, come on, the riffs, the hits, the songs.
Yes.
I mean, I love Motley Crue. They're anthems to me. They're the signature sound of my teenage years.
Love it. Okay.
That's who I'm picking. Motley Crue.
I'm into it. I love it.
What do you think?
I love it. If you don't love them, read The Dirt.
That was a good book.
It's a good book.
And what do you think of the movie?
I actually liked it. I was waiting for that ants scene. That was the thing I was looking for the most.
Right.
Spoiler alert, if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Ozzy Osbourne snorts ants as a dare.
Because he's looking for cocaine and they don't have any, so he snorts a line of ants.
Okay, so
Good
there you
times.
have it. Motley Crue, my number 1.
Love it.
Karley, thanks for doing this video with me.
Thanks.
Great job.
I thought we were doing an elbow.
Elbow. Toby, elbow to the head.
Just in case anyone thought I was cool, I mistook a fist bump for an elbow. You're welcome, internet.
It's the time of COVID. Anyway,
all right.
Karley, Toby, Brendan, thanks for watching Heartbeat. That was the top 5 80s bands.
Yes.
And I think we had some great choices.
I think so too.
So what do you guys think?
Yeah, if
Are
you
we
disagree,
full of it?
Did we miss anyone?
Oh, we missed a lot. I mean, think about it. The
lot.
Police.
Genesis.
Duran Duran. I know that came out of my mouth. It should have came out of your mouth.
Yeah. It definitely.
Who else? 80s. Come on.
Oh my gosh, David Bowie.
No. That's more 70s.
Oh, okay, just kidding.
Yeah, but he was around in the 80s.
I just, all I think about is The Labyrinth, David Bowie. I just want Jared, the Goblin King. Does he count? He sang songs in that movie. I'm gonna change one of my answers to best 80s band being Jared, the Goblin King from The Labyrinth.
We'll go back and do that later. Guys, thank you for watching Top 80s Bands. Karley, Brendan, Toby, we're out.
Bye.
See you guys next time.